like for you growing up? What kind of art? What was your opening experience to create this arts leader?
Yes. Yes, well, I'm a singer, so my training is in singing. And when I was I'm going to say around eighth grade, up until eighth grade, I wanted to be an attorney because I really like to talk, and I also like to argue very much. It's a family pastime, whereas we love to argue. I'm sure a lot of families do that, like to sit around and be like, "Let's argue, pick a topic, exciting." So I really wanted to do that, and around eighth grade, I joined a choir in an after-school program. And really not by choice. I didn't really want to be there, but I had to choose something out of the things that were offered in our carpool group. And so I joined a choir and I fell in love. I fell in love not just with the music. I had always loved music, and I always sang by myself as a kid at home. I had never had a communal singing experience. I mean, my family, we would sing together sometimes. My dad was a singer, so we would sing together a lot. But I never had been in choir in school. I was in band. But there was something very unique about singing together, and it was magic to me, and I was hooked. So from there, I went on to a performing arts high school. I also then fell in love with classical music. And classical music for me is an opportunity. I strongly believe in this idea of the eternal nature of our imagination, right? And so I would find that when I was singing classical music, I felt almost like I was in a time machine where I was able to understand. And by time machine, I mean, yes, traveling in the past, but also traveling to the future. Right? By singing an old Italian art song from the 17th century, I could tap into this idea that, oh, this heartache that I felt because my little boyfriend dumped me last week, that heartache has been felt for the last, I don't know, right? Hundreds of years. And it will be felt, that same sense and feeling. Human beings 3,000 years in the future will feel this same feeling. And it made me feel very connected to time. I mean, to humanity. And I remember my when I first started studying, my family was like, "Why would you choose classical music out of all the music that we listen to at home?" But I really fell in love with it. So I pursued, classical music degrees. And I was really happy to be able to elevate and work on my singing, work on my voice, to learn about all these composers and ideas. And where that lands for me now is I'm also, in addition to my work at the State Department, I also am the founder of Sister Cities Girl Choir. So that's a girl empowerment choral program that it spans across 3 states, Pennsylvania, Maryland, and New Jersey. And it's the choir that I wish that I had when I was young. Choir that's really rooted in empowering young people, a choir that uses music as a tool to build connection, and the connection is the primary goal of the work, not necessarily the music making. So it's a really youth-driven space, it's a youth-centered space, and it's a beautiful community that's even been able to thrive virtually. So I'm very proud of the work that I do with the team there and the staff that's there, and of course all the girls and their families. It's a really wonderful connected place to be.
I love the internal nature of the imagination. That just, like, I could sit with each one of those words, right, for a minute and just go places, right? But the idea of that, the idea of classical music being the means by which you can travel across and through time and connect to other people, places, things, emotions that are universal, that are, transcend, language. I think those are beautiful concepts.